NBC News now is rating Texas a toss-up in the presidential race. A significant change could affect the big Senate race in the Lone Star state. MJ Hager, an Air Force veteran and Purple Heart recipient, is running to unseat Republican incumbent John Cornyn, hoping to become the first Democrat to win statewide in 30 years. And joining me now is MJ Hager, the Democratic candidate for Senate in Texas. A lot of eyes are on the voting in Texas. First of all, a lot of mail-in ballots already have been cast in early voting. What are you looking at right now?
I'm just so excited, Andrea. You know, I grew up here in Texas, and I've driven tens of thousands of miles around this state. And frankly, just the increase in civic engagement, you know, hopefully gone are the days that we're 49th or 50th in voter turnout. So a very small number of us have been choosing our elected officials. And we have an opportunity now to actually send people to represent us, both in Austin and in D.C. The state house is really important here in Texas. So we have an opportunity to elect people that are more reflective of our values. And the voter turnout is through the roof. That tells you that Texans are really kind of tired of the direction things are going in. I just got off a call with press that had a group of former Republicans for MJ, and we were just talking about how the current direction of the country and the things that are happening in our state are not reflective of who we are as Texans. We value, you know, giving people access to health care and not putting kids in cages and, you know, putting science forefront in the discussion about how to handle the pandemic. Creating jobs, protecting our kids, protecting public education, and these are not things that our current representation is doing.
What about the women in Texas, many women who live in the suburbs? Yesterday, the president tried to appeal to those voters in Michigan by saying he was going to get their husbands back to work. What's your reaction to that?
Probably the same as my reaction has been to a lot of statements from this administration. John Cornyn actually just recently compared his relationship with Trump to he said he was like a lot of women who try to change their husbands. It makes me feel like some of these guys haven't met a Texas woman, or maybe not in the last couple decades. I don't know. We kick butt, and we are standing up for our kids. We're standing up for their future, and we're going to vote out these, you know, dinosaurs that try to put women in you know, little categories, and they don't see us as equals, and they don't value our voices in the conversation. And the answer to that is to get more of us elected.
You've seen Kamala Harris testify, rather campaigning there. What about Joe Biden? Should he come to Texas?
You know, I think Texas loves Joe Biden. Texas is a very military state. We have a lot of bases, a lot of veterans, and we know that he is going to respect our troops. We know that he understands the cost of serving because he lost his son. And, you know, Texas wants to prioritize our national security, both in our immigration and our foreign policy. So I think Texas is going to turn out big for Joe Biden.
What about the oil patch issue?
Well, Texas wants to lead in the energy industry. We understand that we are, you know, that the oil companies here are energy companies. And if we don't jump on the train of transitioning to renewable energy in the next several decades, we're going to get left behind. We've lost half of the energy sector jobs in Texas since 2014, not just because of COVID. And we are in danger of losing more jobs if we don't jump on this train.
Well, we're going to have to leave it there. Thank you so much, MJ Hager. And of course, we've always asked Senator Cornyn to come as well.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me, or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.